This message is just for you. You are good enough. This is the episode for you. Today, if your language world is starting to feel harsh, punitive, stressful, I made this video just for you. Because we all go into learning something new or embarking on a big new project with the best of intentions. We see so much value in it, whether that's in the process itself or in the end result, and we get so involved in predicting the steps that are going to go into it, establishing routines for ourselves. But one thing that we very rarely do is pay attention to the fact that we're going to be bringing ourselves along for that journey. And we're new at this, and we're going to need a lot of support. So in the absence of an external teacher, mentor, manager, supervisor, we turn inwards, and out comes the inner teacher. And so often, without deliberate intervention on your part, the inner teacher is a random amalgamation of the real teachers that you had during your school days. So if you had lots and lots of supportive, encouraging, curious teachers, positive, fair, wonderful people, hopefully your inner teacher will be like that too. But if you had even one who still lives rent-free in your head, whose awful behaviours, terrible attitudes still sit with you when you study as an adult, you might find out that they're coming out in the inner teacher as well. And that was a huge realization for me, both in self-teaching, whether that was languages or other skills, and in starting my business. If you don't watch out for it, it is so easy to unwittingly morph into your own worst teacher or your own worst boss and replicate the exact systems that you promised yourself you were escaping from. So you have to be painstakingly aware of it. And the first sign for me is fear. When I feel frightened by my to-do list or by the things I need to study, it's normally because my inner teacher has taken on a dictatorial role. She's being impatient, rude, threatening, and just unsupportive. But guess what? She isn't a real teacher. And guess what else? This isn't a real classroom. If you want to be, you can be free of both the people and the systems. Because you're an adult now, and your language learning isn't one giant test that you're going to pass or fail at the end. You're not aiming for 100% and a gold star. This is your journey now. You get to create the language environment that you want. You get to play around and try all the new things that call to you just because they sound like a good idea or they sound like they could be interesting. You're allowed to explore something just because, even if you don't think you're going to need it anytime soon. You're allowed to write in pencil. You're allowed to write in pink pen. You can doodle in your margins of your notebook. You can do this how you want. So talk to yourself like the mentor that you would love to have guide you through this journey. Not like someone who's just itching to give you a detention or fail you for the semester. Tell yourself the words that you need to hear. Encourage yourself. Praise yourself for putting in the time and the effort, and don't just focus on the grades or the results you're getting. Ask yourself questions to help you solve your own problems. Be your biggest advocate in your language learning, because language learners, the way you talk to yourself makes all the difference. So yes, focus on the resources, the routines, the habits, but also focus on how you're going to coach yourself through this. Think about what you would want a teacher or a mentor or just a really kind and supportive friend to say to you, and then say those things. Be that teacher that you always needed and create that environment that you would have dreamt of as a school child. You can do this, language learners. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you back here tomorrow.